We'll see though. But I feel. Let me ask you guys this: what makes somebody the greatest world champion or IC champion or whatever? Like, what is, in your opinion, when you say like this guy is the greatest IC champion ever? Is it his in-ring work? Is it the stories? Is it the act? Like, it's hard to, in 2026, it's hard to be like, well, he sells out the building, ratings, because that's like not a thing anymore, right?
I think it's just being memorable. Like you remember, who remembers, like The Miz is 100-time IC champion. Do you remember any of his defenses? Because I sure as shit don't. But somebody like Gunther, he had great defenses against Chad Gable, against Sami Zayn, against a myriad of different opponents. So I think it's a combination of being memorable, having great matches with good stories that leave an impression on you.
I don't know that you can. So, if you turn the page back to, the years ago, it was easy to go, yep, sold out. And you know what I mean? Merchandise, whatever it was, whoever was working the top of the card. But I don't think it's as easy. And I don't think there's an actual, there's not a hard metric for it at this point. You know what I mean? Like it's basically, you can go, okay, look at merchandise sales. That tells you something. That's a metric, but I don't think it's an overall metric, because I think people buy a ticket now more to see a show than to see a performer. You know what I mean? Obviously they're there to see performers, but it's a culmination performers. Whereas, when we were younger, you might buy a ticket just to go see Steve Austin. You might buy a ticket obviously bought a ticket just to see Hulk. And that was easy then to say, okay, well, if you look at the merchandise sales, look at the ticket sales, look at the ratings, Hulkster, Rock, Steve, like those were things or metrics you could actually point to. And I don't think the metrics are the same. You're not able to point to that anymore. So at this point, I think everything's just completely fucking subjective, subjective.
And they used to run 2 shows a night back then. So the B show would be sold out, like let's say during Honky Tonk Man's title run, he was also selling out the Garden or, the Boston Garden, Philadelphia Spectrum or whatnot, even without Hogan on there. So you could say like, okay, this guy was a great champion. Got all the money he drew.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's a downfall. If you read all the WCW books, like it's a downfall. They would advertise who's going to be at these shows, and people were buying tickets off of that. Even in the WWF in 95, 96, when the Warrior came back, he was advertised for all these shows, and then he didn't show up, so they would have to issue refunds and stuff. So yeah, those are all great points. I bring this up because, and I might be on an island on my own here, but based off of the last 5 weeks, I think Darby Allin is the greatest AEW World Champion he's ever seen.
Time will tell. He's certainly a good one. He's a memorable one. He's had some great fucking matches.
He has defended the title twice a week since he's won it, and every match is great. Although it started, his match with Sammy on Collision, like it's starting to wear on him, like he couldn't hold the Scorpion Deathlock, but he's winning in creative ways, and it's memorable. Like I can't tell you anything from when Kenny Omega was the champion outside of that was the botched barbed wire match.
Yes, that was him.
Right? Hangman winning the title, but his title run, like up until he lost the title recently, like there's nothing that sticks out. But like this run, like he beat Tommaso, he beat Brody King, he beat Kevin Knight, he beat Pac, he beat Takeshita, he beat Sammy. He's wrestling fucking Mike Bailey on Wednesday.
And then MJF
all in 5 weeks.
Yeah.
I don't know. In an era where there's TV wrestling, to see the champion wrestle twice a week, it's kind of unheard of. Right? You're not going to see Roman wrestle until what? Maybe Saudi if they end up going. Right? He wrestled a Backlash. He did, for the 12th week in a row on Raw, they had another, like the main event was a talking segment that ended up in a brawl. So he's not defending the title. Cody doesn't defend the title on TV. Right? I don't know what's going on in TNA. I don't know what Mike Santana's doing over there. I really am trying to watch the NWA, but they're not. They're on Comet, which is on Hulu, and I can search for it, but they don't have the replays on Comet on Hulu, so I haven't watched the NWA. But I don't know who's the champion.
Is it?
Oh, is it Thrillbilly?
I think so. Yeah. He beat what's his fuck Bram or whatever.
HK, I'd like you to come back because I want to hear.
Double T.
What?
No, but I love you, man. I do. I love you, buddy. You're a good friend to me.
Yeah.
You just said, based off of 5 weeks,
Yep.
Darby Allin is the best AEW champion in the history of that company.
Yeah, I think so.
Because based on the fact that he's defended the title over the course of the last 5 weeks,
And every match,
you
bangers. What?
you wipe your nuts across Bob Backlund's title run. You know how many times he defended the title?
Title run.
I know. Again, like
I can tell you, I've been watching a lot of 1984 WWF Championship Wrestling, and after he loses the title to Sheik, P fucking you, buddy. Oh my God. He has 2 little kids wrestle in the ring. He fucking summons his inner Buck Zumhoff, and he brings
does not.
2 little
There's
kids.
no book. There's
fucking
no book.
wrestling match.
No.
I know a lot of people hate, but it's memorable. Like I can't tell.
I really think and it's your opinion. You can have it. I'm not going to shit on your opinion, but I really think that it's a little too early, and I think it's a little too fresh to go. He's the greatest AEW champion. Hand job, Kali. You go fuck your hand. It's a little too early, man. Could it become? Yeah, he could become.
Yeah,
But right now, man, I think he's just that's a really quick trigger. That's a really quick trigger.
There've been fucking great matches. They're memorable. He's fucking just eking these things out. Like, I think, over time, like maybe not the greatest. Maybe I'm overstepping my boundaries, but this will be one of the most memorable world title runs that anyone in this company has ever had.
Say it ends at the next pay-per-view.
I think it will. I think it ends on Sunday.
And you're gonna stand on that.
Yeah.
The 5-week run is he was the greatest champion they've had.
I said maybe I overstepped my boundaries by saying that.
Okay.
But I think it's definitely it'll be one of the most memorable runs in AEW history.
Okay.
I can get on board with that. Yeah.
Like and it's fresh in my mind, but like I can't outside of Adam Page winning the title, like he loses to Joe right in that weird match. Like I can't tell you anybody Kenny Omega defended the title against. Jericho's title run. Moxley, what did he do? The thing with Brody Lee when they started.
Yeah.
Right. I gotta go to this.
MJF.
I think William Mercier here in the chat says, does that in itself say something about the life of AEW title? People have had long multiple reigns, but no one has really blown the doors off with it. I mean, he makes a good point.
Yeah.
I think it's just something different in the way that we consume wrestling, where like we're used to when MJF is the champion, he's not defending. He only defends the title on pay-per-views. Roman Reigns only defend the title on pay-per-views. Cody, the same thing, right? All the big important titles are only defended on pay-per-view. The fact that you can tune into weekly TV every week and it's not, Attitude Era Raw or Nitro where it's a schmaz at the end. It's just different. It's not something we've seen.
I don't think,
and it makes sense for Darby the way he's portrayed. He wants to be out there every week. Where if MJF was on TV every week defending it, it really wouldn't make sense for him because that's not who he is.
Yeah, I don't like the title being defended every week. I really don't. Yeah, here and there, fine. Give it, a special type of a situation. I get it, but every week, I don't know that part of it does nothing for me. No,
is that like an old school mentality? what we grew up on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is. It's okay with me though. I like.
Yeah,
it
we really didn't see a lot of the defenses because they were at house shows.
It makes seeing the title on the line something special, and when he's defending it on Dynamite, Collision, Dynamite, Collision, Dynamite, Collision, pay-per-view, like it doesn't. It just feels like another match. Like that's one of the main like issues I have just in general. Like I don't want to see titles defended every fucking week. It doesn't like matches every week, sure, but titles every fucking week takes away from the like that specialness of it being a title defense, right? So like I don't like it. I don't like it in any company, regardless. AEW, WWE. I know they're doing way more title matches now than I can ever remember them doing on TV in WWE. Fucking hate it. It takes away from that. Like it should be special. It should mean something when you see the titles defended, not just we got a TV show. Let's defend a fucking title. I don't like it.
You don't like the fighting champion?
Fight on the pay-per-view.
Why? Bret Hart was defending the title against fucking Jean-Pierre Lafitte on fucking Superstars. Give me that.
Yeah, they weren't doing great business. They weren't doing great business.
They're doing. I mean, AEW's doing good business. WWE's doing good business. This is what people want in AEW. They want to see Darby. I was on the fence when they put the title on him, but I've enjoyed this run. I think his matches have been really fucking good.
Yeah, but have they been just Darby matches?
No. I think the Kevin Knight match was a lot of it wasn't like crash style match. It felt different. The Takeshita match felt different than the Brody King match.
Even the Sammy match on Saturday. And yes, I know like we go into this and we know nobody is going. These guys will not take the title off of him, right? But there's like they incorporated the Takeshita Don Callis story where he refused to use the ring, right? And that possibly cost him the match. Like they're kind of leaning into like Kevin Knight and Mike Bailey at fucking Double or Nothing for Kevin Knight's title. If Mike Bailey can't beat him Wednesday, as I like to say, a lot of spoons in the porridge. I've enjoyed it.